Afternoon. Thank you. I've been here talking about this subject too many times. Rachel, thank you for organizing this. You knocked my socks off on June 11th when we organized together. We didn't organize. You organized. I was here with you together. You brought a crowd of people who shared a commitment to end gun violence in this country. We walked around the area. We reconvened here. We spoke about the need to reduce gun violence. I was back here Thursday night, and we're here again today. We're hurting. I'm hurting. Our community is crestfallen. What is every year one of the greatest moments in this community? When families gather, parents, grandparents, grandchildren, shoulder to shoulder, united as one, we celebrate the birth of our nation, our independence and our freedom. We were doing that last Monday, when in an instant, everything changed. An evil monster acquired a weapon of war and destroyed lives, shattered families, and devastated our community. Enough is enough. We lost 7 very special souls that day. I've cried for them, we've all cried for them. My heart's broken. I think it's important that we repeat their names, that we have the moments of silence. I think it's important that we know a little bit more about them. Eduardo Ubaldo was a grandfather, 13 grandchildren, 6 great-grandchildren, 4 daughters. He loved bowling. His family is broken. They loved their father and their grandfather. His wife loved her husband with all of her spirit. Nicholas Toledo was visiting his family from Mexico. They gathered, they had shirts on. There's 25 grandchildren. They're finding strength from each other because their grandfather loved them and they loved him and the life that he provided for them. Jackie Sundheim was a rock of her community. Her reach touched so many people. Her passion lifted so many people. Her loss affected them, but her memory will lift them. Steve Strauss, also a grandfather, 2 sons, grew up here in Highland Park, 4 grandchildren. He loved music, he loved the symphony, he loved going to the art museum, and he loved coming to the Highland Park Independence Day Parade. Irina and Kevin McCarthy, proud, loving parents of 2-year-old Aiden. Kevin's last act is the act of a loving father to shield his son with his body and he gave his own life. Aiden's too young to know at this point what happened. But Aiden will live with this for the rest of his life. Catherine Goldstein, wife, mother, 2 daughters in their 20s. You may have seen the interview. Her daughter was with her when she was shot and killed and said, "Mom, I love you, but I can't stay. He's still shooting." But she will be with her children for the rest of their lives. These people leave a legacy. We will remember their lives, and we must make sure that their memory is forever a blessing. We are really hurting. Anthony, my friend, you talked about the need to connect with communities. The funerals happening yesterday and today are happening not just here in Highland Park, but families in Waukegan. We are one community.
Yes.
But Anthony is absolutely right. The grief we feel today, we need to feel each and every day. There have been more than 300 mass shootings in this country this year. Almost 2 each and every day. And there are shootings in our streets. There are shootings in homes from domestic violence. There are suicides. 111 people die every day from gun violence in this country. Enough is enough. My friend, State's Attorney Reinhardt, you have been a rock. The Highland Park Police, the area police forces, and fire departments, the people who came together to save lives, to identify, locate, and arrest the killer. We owe them a great debt of gratitude, but we also need to understand they are suffering as well. We need to support them every bit as much as they support us. We're hurting and we're angry. We will recover from the pain. I am going to hold on to this anger. We must ban assault weapons. We introduced legislation in the House March of last year. I am going to do everything I can to get that legislation to the floor and send it to the Senate. The House has already passed legislation twice. Universal background checks. 90% of our country supports the idea of everyone going through a background check before they can buy a gun. Let's get that through the Senate. And let's do everything we can to support the communities that are suffering from gun violence. Whether it's mass shootings or domestic violence or shootings in the street, this is the greatest country in the world. But we aren't living up to our potential when we aren't keeping our kids safe in their schools, people safe in the grocery stores, or folks and families gathered on an Independence Day parade, safe to go home and celebrate and live another day. Highland Park is strong. We will heal and we will recover. I've been looking at this tree over here. Now the sun's in my eyes. But if you look at this tree, it's got a strong trunk and then it branches out into 4 sweeping bows. But there's one place that there was a part of it cut May have been recently, may have been a long time ago. This tree stands strong. It continues to grow. But the severed part of that tree will forever be a part of its essence. Independence Day, 2022, our community was shattered. But we will continue to grow. We will be strong. Catherine Goldstein, Irina and Kevin McCarthy, Stephen Strauss, Jackie Sondheim, Nicholas Toledo, Edward Uvaldo, Connor Roberts, and everyone else who was hurt. These people will forever be a part of who we are as a community. We're not okay, and that's okay. But we have each other. We will lean on each other. We will stay strong, Highland Park strong, and we will change the world so what we endured 5 days ago doesn't happen in other communities. We will be strong. Thank you.